Hello everyone, and welcome to this movie review for 2019's Hellboy. So, I'm gonna say a couple things right off the bat. If you're looking for a third Hellboy movie or something along the line of the older Hellboy movies, you're gonna be disappointed. That's not this. I'm sorry. Just simple, plain and simple. If you're a fan of the comics, you'll like this. Most likely. If you're looking for things to be exact by the comics, why are you watching comic book movies? Stop, you know that doesn't happen. Or at least it doesn't happen well. But, that aside, I personally enjoyed this movie. But I did go into this movie thinking I was really not going to like it. I'm actually a pretty big Hellboy and Friends fan. BPRD and such. All the side comics that take place. I like the tone of the setting and everything like that. I like that it never gets too dark, while also does, get that kind of dark, but doesn't emphasize on that part too much. And that's kind of what happens with this movie. It has a very similar tone where Hellboy is going to mask everything through comedy. He even blatantly says that. Or he even says something to that degree at one point in time in the movie. The characters, they're not really well fleshed out or anything. A little bit here and there. You know, villain. It's a lot of characters get introduced, especially a lot of bad guys. And it's a lot of stuff's going to get thrown at you. And honestly, that's how Hellboy the comic is. You're not going to have stuff explained to you, because either it's a creature of some sort of mythology, and they'll mention that, like, what mythology it is or the basics at most, or it's a major, hey, this is going to be around for a long time within the story and is something unique to this setting or is a very unique take on it, such as the villain, who they pretty much go into explanation in the opening scene. Honestly, the tone is set in the first line of the movie, which was something along the lines of, they refer to this time period as the Dark Ages, because it was fucking dark. As a bird is plucking an eyeball out of a corpse. They set the tone really quick. Comedy, disgustingness, or body horror to some degree. And they don't even go too much into the body horror, except certain moments here and there. Not the point. The movie was a nice, fun trip. The tone was set very well. The pacing was very nice. The CGI was, I don't want to say horrible, but you could tell when an actor was on a green screen. The effects were nice. It gave a very much Phantom Menace vibe in terms of the CGI, where it's like, okay, this looks really good, but we can still tell physical things from non-physical things. And also for the comic book fans, they pull from a lot of different stories. A little bit here, a little bit there, throw a bunch of stuff together, and make it really good. It mostly revolves around one story arc, which I'm not going to say. If you've paid attention to the trailers, you probably can guess which one it is. And they don't follow it to the letter because, yeah, if they did, that would be pretty bad. But they pretty much follow the gist of it. Now, there is a curveball in this around the beginning of the third act or end of the second act, whatever you want to refer to those as, in which you are just gonna be like, what? That makes no sense. That can't be. That's the way it is in the comics. If you don't know what I'm referring to, sorry, I'm not gonna spoil it, but if you realize what I'm referring to after watching the movie, that crazy thing about Hellboy is from the comics. It's canon, regardless. Like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I don't know if I would recommend a theater watch, but I'd recommend seeing the movie in general. But if you're a Hellboy comic fan, you'll really enjoy this. If you're a Hellboy movie fan, I don't know, you might actually hate this because it's just not the same thing. It's still Hellboy, but the tone is different. And with that, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, feel free to share this video. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press the dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. Also, feel free to comment in general, such as if you want to hear more thoughts about Hellboy, or you want to give thoughts on the upcoming board game, which I'm really looking forward to, and should be here anytime now. Or comics in general, or any of the spin-off comics from Hellboy, such as BPRD or Abe Sapien. Yes, he does get his own comic. And if you want to see more like this, be it my movie reviews, my video game reviews, or any of my theory videos, which at the time of recording this, I've only done one, but I can try to do more. And anything else that I do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.